Yo, what's going on, vlog? It's your boy Ethan Larte. We back at it. It is Tuesday, July 11th. Trip has been pretty lit so far. Just been kind of running around, catching up with a lot of people. We gonna get right into this Q&A. Our first question is actually from Ryan, and Ryan asks, who are some of your inspirations in the clothing and digital marketing industries? I'm really mainly inspired by not directly one person, but multiple. Growing up, I'll say I was inspired by FaZe Clan a lot. I grew up watching them a lot. So I'll say that was a big inspiration, just, especially being back in the day, playing Call of Duty and playing video games. FaZe Clan was definitely like a big inspiration for me. Athletes too, Kobe Bryant, I really like. But as far as digital marketing and to really answer your question, as far as people in my space right now, I love World and Vision. They're another good e-commerce or clothing brand that is in the same niche that we're kind of in. So I'll say those are my inspirations right now, and mainly just being a student in the game of everyone. I'm super inspired by most people. My boy Bo asks, what's the biggest obstacle you faced with starting your own brand? I'll say the biggest obstacle I faced was myself, really. Every time I, I say I, but it's really we, because it's not just, myself and GODSENT. There's many other people, who've come and helped and supported the brand, whether that's through a design or just simply purchasing a t-shirt. So I say our biggest obstacle so far, I'll say, is really just, me as the owner kind of being in the way of the brand's or the company's success. So sometimes, when you're starting a brand or a business, you kind of have to break down yourself or take yourself out of the equation. And it can be hard at times. Say if I when I first started, this is an obstacle that I had to overcome. Not really as big, but just to give an example. I like black t-shirts, you say. Just an example. I like black t-shirts, but Jimmy, John, and Joe like blue t-shirts. Jimmy, John, and Joe is the company, or not the company, but is the support, is the members. So you have to honor that Jimmy, Joe, and John like blue and not black, even though you like black. So it's small things like that. But I'll say the biggest obstacle has really been myself. Looking back, well, hold on, my boy Jose, shout out Jose, he's actually like the top of the line, the best social media, I don't even know what to say, social media partner. Shout out Jose. I love what we do. I like the work we're doing. God bless my brother. He asked, looking back, is there anything you would do differently? I wouldn't change anything. I wouldn't change a single thing from when this first started. Even the good and the bad has made me into the person and the man I am today. Every day you have to wake up with that gratitude and that joy that you get to go hard again, or you get to have that opportunity. I had a conversation with one of my friends, like I believe on Sunday, and when I touched down, I asked him. We were just talking, shooting the shit, and he said, or no, it was like I forgot what I was trying to say, but the analogy was like, oh yeah, it was like this: like once today is gone, that can either be a scary thought or a positive thought. But what you do with that is on you. Personally, I think that's beautiful. Once Tuesday, July 11, 2023 is gone, it's gone. That's like super cool to me, because it's like, okay, I can wake up at 5 o'clock, or whatever. Not to make that, just an example for me, and it's just putting myself in the scenario. I can wake up at 5, I can go to the gym at 5:30, shower, be ready by 6 to hit the door, and just have a productive day, because I know that day is never coming back. So just really, capitalizing the moment and being in tune with the moment and capitalizing on every opportunity you get. But I wouldn't change anything so far, to answer your question, Jose. My boy Vish asked, he going to Shavish party? He said, yo, new make memories. He said, where we at this week? Vish knew, to answer the first question, Shavish party, just let me know. I'm there. New make memories. I'm not taking Jimmy Steve. Shout out Jimmy Hong. Where we at this week? Ashburn. I don't know. My boy Akari, aka Kid Icarus, asks, who inspires you? Who are you critical of in the film or music industry? Who inspires me really, I'll say, is just like the thought of what we've built so far. Not only that, but just the vision that Jesus and God has ordained on me to, I guess, not guess, but to shine that light for others to come closer to Christ and come closer to God, and just being positive in a world that is very dark. So I'll say ultimately, who inspires me is Jesus. Jesus is my biggest inspiration. Yeah, he's the truth. He's that guy. Who are you critical of? I really say, like I said, in the film and music industry, I don't really like pay attention to one specific creator or one specific musician. Obviously, there's ones I like more. I'm more excited to tune into. July 14th, that's my birthday. Lil TJ is dropping on July 14th. I'm really excited for his album. Shout out TJ. But I'll say Central C too. When I first moved to Dallas in February of 2022, that was when he was kind of taking over the the United States, and him being a UK artist, blowing up in the United States made me kind of interested. Like, what is this guy doing? His marketing or his songs or his lyrics or his hooks? What isn't getting people to be gravitates towards his creation? And I feel like for C, just being a student of the game of music and film and fashion, I feel like Central C just really, established himself with, certain different marketing tactics. So I'll say probably right now, like the past year, has been Central C. My boy Esam has said, "What's the biggest adversity you faced so far while building your brand?" I'll say again myself, like, you can really get in your own way. You can really be your worst enemy. You can really get in your own mind, especially when you have to do something, or you have to wake up at a certain time and you don't do it. It's really just disrespecting yourself, and it's nobody else. I was having another conversation with my friend last night. Shout out my boy Jared Smith, but I was just saying like how important self-respect and self-love really is. That is something I really just started learning and started nurturing, and I can tell there's a good change or switch happening. So the biggest adversity I would say again is really just that mindset in yourself. Like, you're gonna have to overcome yourself, man. Like, nobody else is really gonna be, I don't want to say anybody else, maybe family or anybody who can doubt you, but I always like to say that's outside voices, or it's not internal. So as long as you have your internal voice and you're leaning on God, you'll be fine. You'll make it, man.